So some people ask me, but your book is on purpose. Your book is talking about creation. But so they ask me, but why did you write about a subject of politics in your book? So this is quite not just a difficult question to answer, but for me, I was convinced or convicted to write about politics because politics is what molded my ideas for me to be who I am. I have come through politics, and politics has shaped my perspective quite a lot. And as you actually see on the book, it is written creating a healthy society influenced by purposeful living, astute leadership, and personal growth and development. So leadership and politics are two things that work together. That are two things that move as a whole. So this is the reason why I included politics in this chapter, and I didn't really much delve into it. I just browsed on it so that I would just clear my way and give credit to what has molded my own perspective of the world and how it is moved. So I talked about politics and the illusions of power, the illusions that gives us self-doubt, the illusions that diminish our own faith, that diminish our own hope in what is yet to come when you talk about destiny. Because sometimes we look at the economy, we look at what is hurting, and we look at what is lacking in our lives, especially when it comes to material or monetary forms. I always tell people, please get me correct on this one. I do not look down upon money, but I look down upon the idea of worshiping money, of worshiping things, of worshiping, wanting to have things, because I always quote our Lord Christ when he said it himself whilst he lived on this earth. When he was telling his disciples, he said, do not be conformed by any kind of greed, for life is not measured by what you own. So the yardstick of what life is, or the yardstick that measure a person that he has lived according to his purpose, cannot be defined merely by what you own when it comes to financial gains, or when it comes to material things. So there is this probable question that comes to my mind, and it is also influenced by Thomas More. He said, some people argue that the earth is round, and some people argue that the earth is flat. If the earth is flat, or if the earth was flat, would the king's or the president's judgment or the parliament's judgment make it flat, or make it round? Or if the earth was round, would the king's or the president's command or the parliament's command make it flat? It's just a matter of a probable question. But I love when Thomas More was being now sentenced to his death, he said these wonderful words. He said, I die the king's first, but God's I die the king's favorite, but God's first. Which means yes, as I could actually say it in my own context, I would say I live as one of the patriots of Zimbabwe, as one of the nationalists of Zimbabwe, but I put God first. Why? Because whenever it comes to the matters of truth, as much as I support the leadership, as much as I support those who are in front of us, I put the truth up front. And the truth, if it is contradicted by what the parliament says, by what the king says,